스트리트파이터6. Hit the street!
배워봤어. 너뭐
어이. Final round. Fight!
요. そうそう。
Chun-Li, Cammy, Chun-Li.
Another fight is coming your way.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. What are these fighters thinking now? Both sides looking for an opening. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Who's going to break the silence first? Who's it gonna be? A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Halfway through the round now. Expect to see both fighters take it to the next level. There's still lots of time in this round. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. The low heavy hits. Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Takes a trip. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Hold your breath. Ends the round with a punish counter, living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player two wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Brushes off the impact. Ah, burnout activates. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Gets scooped from down low. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the gauge for a super. Serving them a severe beatdown. And the fun's just starting. Now, can they finish the job? What goes to the air? Are they going? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Are we good? The low kick hits. Goes absolutely refusing it low heavy, but no, closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Shakes things up with a fire. Oh, plot twist. Hazanshu. Ooh, what a smart blow. Player two with a lead. Will they go for offense? The low. Okay. The drive impact doesn't work. Player one can't use low heavy. Oh, here we go. Dangerous range here. The low's blocked. Hadouken! Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cook. Blocks the low kick. Holy, trust that on. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Look at the removal. Close I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Luke, Jamie, Manon, Kimberly, Judy, JP, Lily, Marisa, DJ, Cami, Ryu, Honda, Chunli, Ken, Guile, Blanca, Sangya, Dawson.
シェンション、見ててください。
Chunli.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Perfect air-to-air. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Gets a good read on their opponent. What's the play here? Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Throws them down. Knockdown. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. The grab misses. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Life lead opens up. Beats it up with a combo into super. Serving them a severe beatdown, and the fun's just starting. Sneaks in the throw. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Go, Sasuke crushes that off and keeps going. Grabs them. Dashes forward. Player one won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. What's going to be the play here with this kind of meter? Were they baiting them into that? Gets a risky buff in. Player one will look to apply pressure here. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Going in. Threads it cleanly. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? They block the overhead and holds out with the block. Opts for the throw. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Puts one in the pocket. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Just brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They block the overhead and goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Just moments ago, we saw some very solid pressure against the wall. That's how you close out games. It's so hard to fight back against that. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Throws them. What's next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Lots of Fuha banked and plenty of avenues to race through. The Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Knockdown and quick feng shui engine activation. They want to end this quick. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Jumps up. What'll happen here? Saihacho just goes for it at this range. That's not gonna hit. The low. A quick breather. Reads the jumping perfectly. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Fighting ground. Practice. Arcade. Practice. Versus special online. Race match.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Decides to go in with the target combo. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Life lead opens up. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Shows the medium kick. All right, what's coming up next? Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Connects with medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Jumps. Goes into the stance. Uses the gauge for a super art. Vulcan blast. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Drive gauge gap here. Oh, burnout trigger. Racer hit. We're gonna see it rain. They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the drive and back if it closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. They trade. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Blocks the jump in. Goes for the throw. Takes a trip. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Both fighters may be looking to risk going in with an empty SA gauge so they can fill it quickly. Blocks the low heavy. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Very slick with the combo. A quick breather. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage in there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Blast them! Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws out a projectile. Still very early in the round. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Brings out the super art. How is it gonna work out for them? The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Can they keep on? Hazanshi! Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Sandblast! Drive usage is back on the table. Uses the target combo as a filler. Checks with a sandblast. Overhead, but it won't work. Can they create an opportunity? Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Sets up with the closes it out! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Uses their drive gauge. The last round. It's now or never. Uses the gauge for a super art. Goes for the super art early to try and establish a big life lead from the get-go. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Forward throw, laying the pressure on Finn. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Crowns them from above. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Low heavy. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. What a finish! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Versus. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with a projectile. Low heavy. The low heavy hits. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Very solid corner switch. All right, what's coming up next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The jump in is denied. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Where is their opening? KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Easily escapes that throw attempt. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Checks with a medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 holding on, looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Can they create an opportunity for themselves? Crowns them from above. Gotta do better than that. Player 2 has the deck stacked against them. This is gonna be bad news. Amazing. This is gonna hurt. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Dangerous range here. Taps them on the dome. Okay, here we go. Critical art now. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. That was the highest if I've ever seen it.
Fight round. Fight.
Knockdown. Here comes the victim. Hits that with confidence. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Here comes new. The throw is coming. Medium kick. Passes forward with the scissor kick. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge. Finds the target. Medium kick into anti-air and then punch. What now? Genius read with that throw escape. Goes to the air and whiffs. They're wide open. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Close range projectile. Looking for a hole. Overhead, but it won't work. Cross that off. Can they close this round without relying on drive? Will this super art do anything? Excellent read. A back throw for damage and vital positioning. Player 1 can't use any. Sees the overhead. They are done. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The low kick hits. Excellent block. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Takes a trip, experiencing burnout. Life lead opens up, and the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arm. What's the next move? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Breaks the block with a throw. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? The moves cancel out. You couldn't plan that. Goes for the aerial Kikosho. That's not gonna hit. Oh, says no to the solid anti-air. Oh, what's this? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Are we gonna see a comeback? Tops off the tank and scores the win. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Special match. Online. Arcade practice. Versus. Special versus. Special match. Online. Arcade. Practice. Versus. Practice. Versus. Special online. Arcade. Practice. Versus. Special online. Arcade. Practice. comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the surprise rush in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What are they thinking here? Low heavy? The low heavy hits. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Snares him. Knockdown. Reacts fast enough to get the counter. Takes a trip. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. They break things off to take a quick breather. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Medium kick. Checks him with the projectile. Right lead opens up. Taking stock. The kick hits! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Takes them all the way, heats it up with a combo into super. Now, can they finish the job? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What'll happen here? Player 1, oh, burnout triggered. Connects with medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Looks like they want to put a new... Oh, plot twist. Oh, here we go. Player 2 can't use any drive boots. Gotta play it safe. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? What now? Throws him. This may turn into... Oh, yo, rock super hit. Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Low heavy. That's the low. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 2 can't trust that off. Uses the gauge for a super. Player 2 needs to wait this out. Amazing. Player 2, oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Ooh, does them dirty. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Uh-oh. This would really tip the scales. What now? What? Big time whip. Taking chunks out of each cross-up attack. Both sides get trust that off. Poses them with a kick. Contradicting to the face. It is over. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick into the low. Blocks the impact. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? All right. No go for the throw. The throw misses. Brings out the super. How is this gonna work out for them? Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Hits them with the stopping bomb. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Going on the offensive? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Can they create enough experiencing burnout? all whiff and no throw. Doing some quick planning? A projectile to say, get off of me! So, what's next? Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive game. Okay, what a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Oh, plot twist! It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. We're going wild with Shout of Earth. Drop that off! They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Escapes the corner. The overhead denied. What's next? Player 2, excellent block. The low kick hit. Players burn out, but they may have a plan here. Rattling the inside of their head with the Hayoki-sen. Player 1 is on track to steal this back after that super. Stop it. A real test of nerve, unleashing the beast and ready to play mix-up. Are you kidding me? Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Training room.
Call me crazy, but you is not my psychologist.
versus online ranked match.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
負けないわよ
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. The low heavy hits. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Slight miscalculation on the air throw spacing. Takes a trip. Denies the low heavy. Comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. In a dire situation, they can't afford any gets. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Goes for the drive rush there. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Still very early in the round. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 chases them down. What'll happen here? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Drive rush to keep it going. Experiencing burnout. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Big throws. Going in? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump in. The low! Are we going to see a comeback here? Throws a fireball. Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. They're going for the super art? Will this super art do anything? A fireball at that range? Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Fighting ground. Online. Rashid. Practice online ranked match. Versus special nurse practice. Tutorial. Versus practice. Character guides. versus online ranked match. Versus practice. Combo try. Truly.
Comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Deftly shuts out the jumper. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Blocks the low heavy. Anything could happen here. Goes air to deny them a chance. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Knockdown. Grabs them. Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. They break things off to take a quick breather. Gets the knockdown, and now brushes off the impact. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checking their reactions with a fireball? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Projectile to try and change the situation. Will gain control of the match in the early going. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. They both have full drive gauges to work with. Trying to read each other here? Blocks! Throws them. What's next? What'll happen here? Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big counter. Checks them with the projectile. Looking for a chance. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Midway point of the round. Time to get serious. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with, oh my god, they just choked it up! Pumps the brakes on the impact. Excellent block. Excellent read. There's the impact. Not what a finish. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
춘리. online.